Hey Art, how you doing? This is Bree. I wanted to quickly go through your website and just show you a couple of things that I found and a couple of things we'll be able to help with. I wanted to first start by going through the website here. Um, I would say there is a little bit much information up here. It's a little clustered. While it is all good information and definitely stuff we want to give them, it's a little cluttered and I'm not exactly sure where to look first. And the menu here could get lost in all the words. Not a big deal, just something I would bring up. You have all your social medias here, which is great. So then right away, it shows what you teach, gives a calendar, although it's not a clickable calendar, that's okay. Your schedule with a call to action, click to register, which is great. A nice little slider here with some pictures and some offers. You've got a video, latest news, and then I see a lot of white space down here. That's okay. And the last thing I'm noticing is that it's showing here it's not secure. So this should be HTTPS. Obviously, it's HTTP, which means it's not secure. This is a very easy fix, but a really important one. This is when you go to a website and sometimes it'll say, hey, this website isn't secure. Are you sure you want to look at it? That's what causes it when it's not secure and it doesn't have that S there. So again, it's a very easy fix, but it's a very important one. So overall, I think it can use a little bit of a design update, but for you doing it yourself, I think you've done a nice job. You've got the information here, and you definitely got some stuff to work with. In terms of marketing and SEO, I definitely see some things going on here. The first issue is that there's hardly any content. There's hardly any words on here. You want about a minimum of 1,500 words on your homepage, and that's for two reasons. The first reason being is Google. So they like to see those 1,500 words on there. They have crawlers, and they're actually reading the content. They're trying to figure out what services you offer and what areas you serve, where you're located, etc. The more content you have on here, the more you're going to be an expert in their eyes. In addition to that, you're going to want to beat out what your competitors have. So if your competitors have 1,000 words, you're going to want to have 1,500 words, etc. Within that content, you're going to want to have keywords. So for example, salsa dancing in CT. If someone was to Google salsa dancing in CT, and you had that listed on your website 4 or 5 times, right, like salsa dancing in CT, salsa dancing in CT, Google is going to see that. And when someone is searching for that, they're going to say, hey, this website is really relevant to that search because they have those words on their website multiple times. You're going to be relevant, and they're going to be more willing to put you up at the top. The only thing I'm seeing that's even close to that is Latin dance instruction in Connecticut, but that's not a keyword. It's close, but it's not a keyword. So we're definitely missing some keywords on here as well as content. Now I wanted to show you if we actually did a Google search for salsa dancing in CT. This is called the map pack. And the top 3 listed here are the ones that receive a lot of the work because they're super easy to find and they're listed right away. You want to get yourself into these top 3. And the way you do that is by 1, having a Google business profile, 2, filling it out as much as possible, so information, hours, location, etc. And 3, putting your name, address, and place or location into as many directories as possible. For example, Yelp, Yellow Pages, etc. That'll help to get you into these top 3. The websites listed below here, these are called the organics, and the same things apply. You want to be on the front page and ideally within these top 3 so that people are going to find you. I want to take a look at this first website here, Latin Moves Dance. So we can see it's an okay website. It got some information, some pictures about their owner, their staff. Oop, they got something that's not loading here. So not a great website, but it is ranking first. So I want to go ahead and show you why it's ranking first. This is a paid program I use to research websites called Ahrefs. I went ahead and put Latin moves into here so we can see what you're up against. The second thing I want to go over is UR and DR ratings. These ratings are really important for where you fall within the Google search results. A UR rating is essentially a trust rating, and a DR rating is essentially a power rating. So how trustworthy is your website to Google, and how powerful is your website to Google? These numbers are generally raised by backlinks, and all this is just a shout out from another website. So let's say there was a blog website and they wrote an article about salsa and Latin dancers, and they said, hey everyone, go check out www.latinmovesdance.com. They are the best instructors in Connecticut. And there was a clickable button to their website. That's a backlink. It's just a shout out from another website. Lastly, and most importantly, these are the keywords that we were talking about before. For example, salsa dancing in CT. There's approximately 30 people who Google this per month. Salsa dancing Connecticut. There's approximately 30 people who Google this per month. Salsa dancing in Connecticut. Another 30 people approximately who Google this per month. Salsa dancing lessons in CT, approximately 20 people per month. Salsa classes in Hartford, although I know you're not located in Hartford. We've got some Stanford, Dance Studio, Stanford, etc. So obviously they've got a decent amount of keywords here, and they've got 8 pages, so we can definitely get some good ones from there. But you can see why it's so important to show up for these keywords. There's 30, 60, 90, or even a percentage of those people that are finding your website, the more people that are going to be calling you and the more clients you're going to end up with. So it's very important to show up for as many of those keywords as possible. When we look at your website's ratings, we can see your UR rating is extremely low and your DR rating is 0. So, which is expected. When you're not intentionally doing these things, they'll be very low. So these really need some work. We have very few backlinks, and when we look at the organic keywords, you're missing a lot of the important ones. So we do have salsa dancing Connecticut, but you're in roughly 12th place, which is about the second page. We do have salsa dancing in CT, which is good, but again, you're on roughly the 3rd page. Okay, here we go. Lessons in CT, New Haven. So you do have some of the good keywords, but again, you're in roughly the 3rd to 4th page. So we would really want to get you up onto that first page and into those top 3 positions for those keywords. The way we're going to do that is 1, by having at least 1,500 words on this homepage. 2, by really raising your UR and DR ratings. And 3, getting you some high quality backlinks to power your website and help you show up more for these organic keywords. I hope that this was helpful, and I look forward to speaking with you. Talk soon.